Hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC out here at the Avon Park Field. Today is the maiden of the of the Freewing A6 Intruder. I just flew an E-Flight plane. Of the A6 Intruder. This is the 80 millimeter, high performance one, and she's got retracts. She got flaps, and the build was really was completely uneventful. Very simple build, went together very easily. Her CG, if you see these black marks underneath the black dots, that's where she CG's at. So to give you a landmark, there's a little cutout where the retract goes in there. You'll see a little cutout wheel. Just bring your finger in. If you put your finger right in there, or right where the CG, I want to say it's 60. Oh, I forget now how many, but she CG's basically perfect right there. And then she's slightly tail heavy with the gear up. Just ever so slight. So that'll actually help you a little bit on landing. But when I mean slightly, I do mean ever so slightly. All of her control surfaces were already hooked up, so you didn't have to do anything like that. Everything was. I did have to trim one of the flaps was up just a little bit when I had flaps all the way up, so I had to go in there and mechanically fix that. And the other thing is the set of screws that you use to put in the elevators, they hang out a little bit, and that's the only screws you can use. They actually hang out. It's nice and tight, and it works. So they're not coming out, but pretty much uneventful. You have to screw in the refuel tube, and you have to, you have to glue that in. And then I don't know what this structure here is, but you have to glue that on, and also this, I guess, pitot tube right here on the rudder. But other than that, uneventful. So let's get her up in the air. What do you say? Going to take her off in my low rates. Wind is out of the east, which is right down there, right down the runway, so it makes it about 7 to 8 mile an hour wind. So I'll have some wind resistance, and I'm taking her with no ordnance off. I'm not going to take her off with no ordnance. Oh, and interesting enough, the big drop tank and the two side tanks, they magnetically just hang on. They just snap on magnetically, and they are on very strong magnets, so you don't have to worry about them coming off in flight. All right, I'm going to take off with my low rates, which are 55% with 15% expo, and that's on my ailerons. On my elevator, I have 50% with 20% expo. And then on my rudder, that's 75% with 15% expo. So that's my low rates. Running an AR. Make sure I'm filming here. Running an AR 620. She CG'd. Everything seems to work. And even at what I say for low rates on the elevator, that's 50%, and you can see that's still an awful lot of movement. So
mid rates,
high rates, okay, mid rates, low rates. All right, well, there we go.
High rates, low rates.
All right, I think low rates are going to be more than enough. So motor on, timer set for 3.5 minutes. Right aileron, left aileron, up elevator, down elevator, right rudder, left rudder. Takeoff flaps, landing flaps. Now this is a plane that you only flare at the very, very end, you bring her in kind of like you would a regular prop plane. And then at the very last moment, you flare just a touch. Okay. Low rates are fine. Yeah, low rates are fine.
Takeoff flaps, landing flaps, time remaining 3 minutes.
Got my flaps down. Went back to mid rates.
Flaps up. Gear down. Takeoff flaps, landing flaps.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to get used to this bird. Yeah, I'll definitely have to get used to her. She does feel like she does want to kick up on me, so definitely gonna have to work on some trim. All right, but she's up and down in one piece, so that's what you want. All right, we're gonna do no flaps this time. I'll be honest, I don't even remember if I did flaps last time. I'm so nervous. All right, we're gonna do mid rates this time. All right, she should take off pretty quick. All right. Oh man, is she beautiful. She didn't like that roll.
Gear down, landing flaps.
Yeah, she did not like that roll at all. But she lands good. Boy, she lands great. Okay, you know what?
High rate.
I'm gonna kick her up to high rates now. And remember, I'm running an AR 620, so, and it's kind of windy now. That wind is kicked up. I'm running an AR 620, so I've got no kind of gyro or stabilization at all.
Gear up. Gear down, landing flaps. 30 seconds.
Yeah. British lady's talking to me. Well, she sounds good.
20 seconds.
But you know what? What I could have done is powered out, but I don't know how much battery juice I've got left, so I went ahead and commit to it. Successful maiden. Very much a successful maiden. I've just got to figure this plane out. She does fly a little wonky, but then again, it's see my flags, okay? And you may be able to, well, you can't really, there's just enough wind to where it's making trimming kind of difficult. So, not complaining, I'm just saying. And what do you want to hear before you ever touch a model?
Motor off.
Motor off. All right, let's see what kind of tank juice we got left in the tank. That's where I've got a 4300 roaring top battery. That's where I've got it for basically this point forward. There's my AR620 tucked down in there, down below. Let me see if I can fish my battery lead out, and maybe I just have to take the battery out anyways. So yeah. All right, excuse me folks while I fight with the battery lead. All right, to show you that was a full 4 minutes, or 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes and minus 11 seconds. I also did a range test before that up and down the runway, and I got 43% left. So that's the perfect storage rate. 3.5 minutes on a 4300, probably full 4 minutes on a 5000, which would be, you'd be hard pressed to fit in there. But is that not, now that's a Maiden with no ordnance on, okay? The next flight with her, I'll fly her with the ordnance and see how I like her. All right, well, there you go, folks. That is the Freewing, not E-flite, Freewing A6 Intruder. I did end up putting a clear coat on the front because in them, what I didn't show in the unboxing, I discovered later, my nose is kind of crunched a little bit. So I put that clear coat on there to kind of protect that. Well, if I did that, I went ahead and just did the whole top side. So there you go. That was a successful Maiden. Absolutely beautiful plane. I do think I am going to put a gyro in it though. I think I'll put like an AR630 or maybe a AR36A. AR3, whichever one, AR331, I can't talk. It's the little one that's got the long single antenna. I'm gonna put a gyro in her. Only because to help with that wing rock a little bit. But other than that, she flew fine. All right, just need to figure out her trim. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. God bless y'all. And don't forget, faith, family, and friends. Bye, y'all.